Greetings, Ranger Geeks and Morphing Freaks. Welcome to the Morph-A-Mania podcast. It's time to recap and review another 3 episodes of Mighty Morphin. You know what? Fuck this. We're going back to 2005 Teletoon because we're going on Spider Riders.
Oh, wow.
He rides the rare.
Wow, that is a fucking deep dive if I've ever heard one.
I'm not done yet. He rides the rare Hot Wheels Sisyphus. It's Humanoid.
Hot Wheels lead the way.
That's a real spider, by the way. It's named the Hot Wheels Sisyphus.
Oh,
that's real.
I learned something today then.
He drives a Chevrolet movie theater. It's the DOIF.
I'm crippling depressed.
And it's me, Mighty Morphin Hunter Steel. He's the main character of Spider Riders.
So, for those of you who are wondering why we're so kind of down, well, for them, these two, not me. These 3 episodes, they did not like either of these episodes. I like 2 of them, and one is just up in the air.
Way to spoil the whole podcast, Andreas. Just end it now.
Yeah, they gotta know now. We're not that thrilled about this episodes.
Can I die yet?
Only if you take me with you.
But all dogs don't go to heaven.
I'm not a dog, I'm a
Big Leap Alligator moment.
That did not last long at all. Big Leap Alligator moment. It was short-lived.
I like when he brings it back occasionally.
Yeah. So,
he hasn't broken.
How was your guys' day? Because you guys don't want to talk about this.
Oh, great. Now you don't want to talk about you fucking bitch. I'm not a coward. Let's go.
Let's do this.
I have a pen here, and I want to John Wick myself with this pen. I know it's not a pencil, but it will give me the same effect.
You want to Joker yourself?
I'm going to make this pen disappear.
So, episode 54, Trick or Treat.
For fuck's sake.
Honestly, wait, why do I have to start this?
Because you wanted to talk about it.
You can't run from it.
Look, I'm going to be completely honest here. The first 2/3 of this episode are perfectly fine. When we get to the 3rd act, that's when it's bullshit.
I knew what was going to happen ahead of time, and I was still miserable.
In case you're new here, DOIF and Humanoid have both watched these episodes already, at least once, I hope.
I'll watch it many times.
It's more pick and choose with me with the original season, but I've seen, I'd say a decent chunk, probably 1/3 originally.
The point is they've watched Power Rangers before. This was my first experience with this bullshit.
Of Mighty Morphin, you mean?
Not of Mighty Morphin. If this was my first impression of Mighty Morphin, I wouldn't have joined the podcast.
Yeah.
This should have been the episode we started off with.
He does have a point.
He's right, you know.
He would not be here if we started with this one.
Yeah, exactly. Malcolm, why don't you give us the rundown before I lose my mind?
All right, fine. Trick or Treat. It aired Who Gives a Fuck, and it was written by Who Fucking Cares.
No, seriously, when was it and where was it written?
I am serious.
Where was it written?
Where was it written?
The burial ground. It was written on the ruins of an Indian burial ground.
Yeah, no, but seriously, who directed it?
This actually is kind of weird. This Halloween episode aired May 3rd, 94.
Yeah, that's really weird.
May 3rd, yeah.
And it was written by 2 people. Daniel J. Sarnoff, Ellen Levy Sarnoff, so a married couple.
So they're to blame.
Siblings. Fucking again, who fucking cares? And directed by Worth Peter.
Worth Peter's back.
Worth Peter is back. I hope he's never back again. No, I'm kidding.
So we open up in the fucking youth center. We open with Kimberly doing her, I was going to say calisthenics, gymnastics, that's it. And she's bouncing around, and I'm going to leave it. Bye.
She's bouncing around. And she's Tommy, and she only gets wet for him because she bites down on her mouth, and I'm going, damn, Kim.
On her mouth.
Wet ass pussy, make that pull out game.
Yeah, she bites her lips. She's wearing a headband as well.
Kimberly tells Trini and Tommy here she's a contestant on a new game show. And Tommy here says,
isn't that like the most popular game show in America?
And I want to say in the 90s, that was either Wheel of Fortune or Jeopardy.
Jeff for 1,000.
Jeff. And that would be Jeff.
Yes, because the shitty Halloween game is more popular than Wheel of Fortune or Jeopardy.
Also,
Yeah.
you're doing yourself by making a whole game show based around Halloween.
Plus, don't forget, they're not allowed to say the names of Wheel of Fortune or Jeopardy, because you gotta get permission.
There you go, being literal again. Come on, let us fucking
I
theorize.
know,
Yeah,
man.
so
I'm so
shut
sorry.
up.
I'm so
Let us
sorry.
suffer in fucking anger.
I just realized something. Trick or Treat is the spirit Halloween of game shows.
I was gonna say it's nowhere near my favorite game shows. Russian Roulette, Dog Eat Dog, or Whammy, the all-new Press Your Luck. And these are
Oh
all
my-
real game shows.
I loved Dog Eat Dog.
You've seen Dog Eat Dog?
I have. It's been years though. I want to rewatch it, but I can't fucking find it anywhere.
Now, I gotta fucking look for it. Not Doug Eat Doug. Dog Eat Dog.
Yes, I know, Dougie Doug.
I'm gonna hit you. Back to the plot. Kimberly says, I wonder who my fucking contestant is gonna be. Take a wild 2 guesses on who it is. You'll get it in 1.
Light feet, it's time to meet the dude to beat.
What would they win if they win?
A
A
brand
new car, which I didn't think they were going to get a budget for, like a decent car, but just to quickly jump ahead, it's a fucking Ferrari. I'm pretty sure
Damn,
it's a Ferrari because it's got the horse logo right on the front.
That's why it's the spirit Halloween of game shows. They put no work on the budget of the main store. They just put all of it into the prize.
Oh, fuck's sakes. So after whatever the fuck they say, which I tuned out because I was too busy hating myself.
Well, they
we cut
said
to
they said
we cut to Bandora Castle. I don't care. We cut to Bandora Castle. We get Rita at Bandora Castle talking about the monster of the week, the pumpkin wrapper.
the best monster ever.
No.
No, the best monster
No.
ever is the Nasty Knight, and I will forever say that.
And I gotta say, Tommy is not gonna be there because
I've got this big inner city karate match I can't miss.
and Kim is sad
So
about
Tommy.
that.
Tommy once again negs Kimberly. And also, I'd like to point out that Skull and Bulk both call Kimberly Kimbo.
Kimbo jumped into the fight right away.
That being said, he still might beat Kimbo. Kimbo sucks.
Which is both a bimbo joke and also makes me really think I want to see Skull get the shit beaten out of him by Kimbo Slice.
Yes, please.
Rest in peace, Kimbo.
Rest in peace.
What is that?
That was the Titanic song.
Oh, that was wait, that was supposed to be My Heart Will Go On.
My heart-
Yes.
Oh my god.
It was bad on purpose, I promise.
We're not talking about the pumpkin wrapper, not until we fucking get there. But trust me, I have opinions.
Yes, he so does.
So then we cut back to the game show now, and this set is giving me Beetleborg's flashback, the host of the game show, which I'd miss the character name here.
His name is Monty Conti.
It's your turn to try to trick Monty.
Speaking of the host, by the way, it's time to, for the first time this episode, open Zordon's secret files.
What do you have?
We have today, for this episode, Timothy Guest. Timothy Guest played Monty Conti in this episode. He was born on June 26th. It doesn't give me a year.
Wow, so like Tommy Wiseau then.
That's
Yeah.
not a good sign.
In Orange, Texas. He trained at Louisiana State University and received a commission in the U.S. Air Force, and then spent the next several years performing and directing theater whenever he was stationed in the U.S. and Europe. After leaving the service and arriving in California, he appeared in 5 episodes of Mighty Morphin.
5?
5 episodes of Mighty Morphin. I'll give you the list. This is the first one, obviously. We haven't seen him before. Monty Conti. He also appears in Oyster Stew as a mysterious old man.
Oh, he's the one. Okay. All right. Okay.
Oh, that bitch.
That bitch.
And that bitch. And then he appears in season 2's 3-parter The Ninja Encounter as Mr. Anderson.
Anderson.
Sorry. Mr. Anderson.
Wait for it.
Mr. Anderson.
He's also appeared in the following. There's a few things I'd like to point out. He appeared in I want to call it an exploitation film in 1995 called Vice Academy 4.
Ooh, that's a sexploitation film.
Where he played as a character called Reverend Fletcher.
Don't ask me how I know that.
Wait, how do you know that?
I might have seen some risque videos back then at a friend's house.
Oh, you had to do some research.
No, it was a friend's house. Like, hey, you want to see this video? There's some tits. I go, hell yeah.
And then you had to take a really long shit in his bathroom?
No, I had to do it at home.
Yes.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all?
He also was a recurring character on The Young and the Restless.
Okay.
3 separate episodes. He played a character called Doug Overman.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know anything about The Young and the Restless because it has way too many episodes. But the big thing I want to point out, and this is the most damning omen of all, he was in Batman Forever.
Oh no.
As what?
An uncredited lab technician.
Hello, Fred. Your inspection to the departmental highlight.
Okay. I think I even know what scene that is. That is the scene where they're introducing Edward Nygma, probably, with all the scientists and shit.
You said he was in 5 episodes of Power Rangers. You only mentioned 3.
Well, no, he was in the entire 3-parter. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, my bad, okay.
And that concludes our enjoyment
of this episode. Yes, we get the main 5 gang here, panning shot here, and all 5 of them are dressed up, and I want to say in similar gear. I have it listed here. Kimberly is dressed as a princess, Trini is dressed like a genie, Billy is a squire, Zach is a musketeer, and I don't know if you guys will get this, but Jason is the Scarlet Pimpernel.
Very tasteful reference.
I thought he was also a musketeer.
Probably, but Scarlet Pimpernel is a more obscure and actually elegant reference.
Okay.
Yeah, it is elegant. He was in Beelzebub by Tenacious D. Of course it was fucking elegant.
I can't wait to get cake like a feel them with my hot even jail. I make them Scrooges like my Scarlet Pimpernel.
And Skull is in his regular wardrobe here after escaping prison for finally getting caught with Willie.
And Bulk is dead for associating with a criminal.
And what's the number on Skull?
Skull's number is 24601, which of course you theater nerds will know as Jean Valjean's number.
Now, prisoner 24601.
You almost said Les Mis, Jean Valjean's number in Les Mis.
Who would have thought Skull was a Les Mis fan?
A Les Mis, you fucking donut.
I said Les Mis.
Lesbian Ms.
Oh, hell no!
We get to the stupid rules of this stupid game show.
Gotta say, this is a good concept for a game show, but it really shouldn't have been in a Halloween fucking setting. Because the concept is basically that you need to give trick questions to the host and you get pumpkin points for getting it right. But it really should have just been like a basic game show. This could have been like an actual fun game show to do. Like, imagine if like the Beast from The Chase was the host and you were asking him trick questions.
Oh, yes, and he's just insulting me in British.
Exactly. It would have drawn money.
Too bad it's Spirit Halloween and the guy's an idiot. So that's unfortunate.
We do get a funny scene here when the host says, I want to say Skull won the coin toss, so you get to ask the first question.
You won the coin toss, so you get to ask me the first question. I do? Yes, you do!
I did crack a laugh at that.
Cut back to Tommy here. I want to say he's going into the park looking for the mysterious pumpkins.
Well, I don't think he's there looking for pumpkins. I think he's just on his way to his karate tournament, and then there's just pumpkins.
Which is in the youth center, and he walked away from the youth center, and now he's going back to the youth center.
Maybe he had to grab his bag.
Why did I put my communicator in the bag?
But anyway, pumpkin, what?
Rotten
pumpkin, what?
What? Pumpkin? Pumpkin? What? Pumpkin what?
So then I actually want to say Alpha 5 told about the pumpkins, the mysterious pumpkins, and of course the large pumpkin field in the park.
It's the great pumpkin, Tommy Brown.
Give him. He wins.
Damn right I win this episode. I deserve it.
And so the putties beam down to keep him from disrupting the pumpkins growing. We get, once again, the fucking amazing Green Ranger theme here. With new lyrics here, I want to say as well, like a more sampling of the song.
Dumbledore's
Like,
gonna get you.
Tonight.
Definitely is.
Back to the game show where Kimberly asked a pretty good trick question.
Can you tell me the identity of the Power Rangers?
It does say trick question, so it's not like she's cheating, like someone's trying to do here.
He genuinely does think about it, though. And like after 5 seconds, he's like, nah, you get a point. And then we get a double dare challenge.
Which just gives me fucking flashbacks to the body swap episode. Like, just don't get electrocuted, Kimberly.
Don't get blown up.
Yes.
Instead, she's going to get on a spinning wheel and have knives thrown at her.
Skull, after we cut back to Tommy once again fighting the putties, also does sort of side mini game where he has to climb a spider's web and pick some flies from the spider's net. But I just want to quickly jump back to the beginning of the episode when Kimberly was being once again negged by Tommy.
Yep, as usual.
Because I wanted to ask you guys, do you think she enjoys it at this point?
I think she does.
Because I think at this point she's one step away from being Tech Knight. So the reason I jumped here is because to once again reference this episode, as fucking Skull is climbing the web, we get an appearance from fucking Web Weaver's fucking Dom Spider.
You're not the fucking cum cannon.
The Bukakantula.
I can't hold it much longer.
Yes.
You did miss something that was relatively plot important. Bulk got his chance to do this physical challenge by asking the guy, what is my best friend's name? Which Bulk told him to do from the audience.
What is my best friend's scam?
It's like he's the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire cheater.
Oh, yeah, that guy. By coughing.
Yeah. But instead he's just mouthing the words to Skull. Just remember that for later. Just remember they cheated because they cheat.
Does Tommy defeat the putties here after we cut back?
He defeats them and they teleport away. And he's like, great, I gotta go to my karate tournament.
Yeah, because he calls Zordon going like, what's up with that bullshit? And Zordon goes like, oh, don't worry about it. We got to conserve your energy. Just go away.
Tommy, fuck off. You're interrupting my telenovelas.
Which is funny because then we cut back to Command Center and Alpha and Zordon are watching the game show.
Oh yeah, they are just watching the game show. I forgot about that. And then brain rot is this episode. We get the main five. Kimberly has like 1 point away from winning, but then unfortunately the fucking alert goes off in the command center. I want to say Kimberly fakes meningitis here. Sorry.
What?
Meningitis?
Sorry, not meningitis. She has a cardiac infarction.
I don't feel so good.
Which, I got a question here. Billy, you're pretty smart, but an infarction is like, from the limited knowledge I know about medical shit, an infarction is like, isn't that something that could kill you? Because I'm pretty sure an infarction is like what caused, it was an aneurysm that clotted that became an infarction in House MD, which is what caused House to have his legs super fucked up. House, you can either lose the leg or surgically remove it. And that's what caused him to be addicted to Vicodin.
A myocardial infarction is literally just a heart attack.
Literal heart attack. So while Kim is having a heart attack, we cut to Bandor Castle. And Scorpina's there. That's all.
It's never lupus.
Oh my god, Kimberly fucking fakes a heart attack. That's hilarious. Billy,
She seems to have experienced a slight cardiac infarction.
you're lucky you're cute.
You're lucky you're hot.
So then they beam away, and then we get them morphing, which, is this them like morphing like right at the stage, or do they teleport away then morph?
Morphin' time!
Well, yeah, they run out the studio and into a hall with lockers, and then they teleport.
And then they morph, putty fight, and then it happens.
Bring it on!
Wow, you just ran right through that second third.
Yeah, man, what the fuck? There's other stuff before that.
They have exposition.
Who gives a fuck? Let's get this over with.
No, they have expedition.
You know what? You're right.
Thank you. Yeah, it's like we summarize enough as is. We're moving right along. Bada-bum, bada-bum, ba.
There is the putty fight that has actually a couple of funny things. First of all the putties have pumpkins on their heads.
Oh, yeah, no, I do got to mention that they do say that the pumpkins, if you get too close to them, which this is kind of a scary concept, they get stuck on your head and they will suffocate you.
Oh, that's that good shit.
All the Rangers get pumpkins on their heads. My favorite part about this entire scene is Jason tries to chop, I think it's either Billy or Zach's pumpkin off, and then he goes to chop it and he fucking breaks his hand.
Billy is like, okay, you are cute, damn it.
And then the putty fight happens, and honestly, there isn't really anything too important about that.
The only important thing is the combat song comes back, and it's the instrumental song of the combat song instead.
Oh yeah, the really sick guitar riff that should have been in the combat song since the beginning, right?
Oh yeah. Fuck, is it ever sick. Ron Wasserman, just anytime he touches a guitar, creates magic.
Anyway, the putty fight happens. There isn't really anything too important except for that. And then they walk up to the giant pumpkin and rap at it.
To awaken it.
Trick or treat.
You're incomplete. To the Power Rangers you can be.
All you are
It's pumpkin meat.
Literally, this is Full House level rap that they do at the pumpkin.
White people rapping here.
I thought Zach would drop some bars, but no, unfortunately not.
If you kindly find the time, deliver gifts 7, 8, and 9 from my list. I'm not selfish, I'm just driven.
Well, he's also supposed to be like big into hip hop, like hip hop keto, like that's part of his character.
He should be able to spit some bars.
If he likes hip hop, he should be able to have a decent taste of music.
Then the main event happens.
So I gotta put my 2 cents in here for a quick second. These two
No,
hate
please
this.
do.
These two hate this guy. I like this guy because of how fucking stupid it is, and it makes me laugh all the goddamn time on how horrible it is. And it just
Adam
makes me-
left.
Yeah, he doesn't like it.
did leave.
I understand that. You two don't like it, but me, my God, this is like total bullshit, but I love it.
I cringe so hard. It takes a lot for me to cringe, but bad 90s rapping. Oh my god.
This is TV 90s rapping. They're not even trying here.
I will talk more about this later, but allow me to just read my notes for this entire segment. Hate, 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 hate.
Loads entirely.
So they fight the pumpkin putties and the pumpkin rapper, and
They rap first.
Ooh, you Rangers make me mad. Waking me up with a rap that bad.
and they have the Highway song, which is a new song.
This is a good song, at least.
Which is good because literally what Pumpkin was spitting was just the worst.
Well, you think that's something you can do? Well, I got some friends who'd like to meet you.
Most ungodly fucking rhymes known to man. Like,
I agree. They were the worst rap I ever heard.
but you like them, you monster.
I know, because it's so bad that it's so good.
Ooh, is that the best you can do?
It's better
No, this is nuking the fridge. This is so bad that it's bad.
Welcome to my pumpkin patch. Perhaps you'd like to play some catch.
I don't know, man. What's worse, this or the rapping dog in Titanic?
Some the moves and I'll be busting the rhymes. We'll be busting up laughing cause it's party time.
Be the first one on your block to feel the mega pumpkin shock.
This is the frying the cola machine.
No, frying the Coke is when something is so fucking ridiculous, it's fucking awesome. No,
Yes.
nuking the fridge is when it's supposed to play like over the top ridiculousness, but it's just god awful.
This is Jaws of the Revenge.
Oh, God. I saw that. Oh, God.
You know, everyone says that one is worse, but you know what? I personally think Jaws 3 is worse because the fucking effects in that one just... At least the shark is real. As real as it can be in 4. And it also has that really funny scene of... Oh, shit!
Okay, you know what? I'll compromise. This is I'll always know what you did last summer.
Thank you. That's the right choice. Or, personally for me, The Grudge 3.
There's a Grudge 3? I only thought it was 1 and 2.
You don't want to know about it. Trust me, you don't want to know about it.
I don't hate a lot of movies. This is the On War.
Yes, this is the On War of Power Rangers.
Stupid French art film fucking made me sit through the entire film for just a fucking apocalypse.
So anyway, so anyway they kill retarded.
Fuck you! Okay.
I'm glad you got that out. So anyway, they kill retarded David Pumpkins.
Excuse you, mentally challenged David Pumpkins.
You know what? You're right. Sorry.
He's still fucked up beyond all repair. Thank God we don't get like a like stretched out Zord sequence with this fucking thing. But oh no, I'm jumping ahead a bit. Can you blame me? Then we cut back to Tommy, who needs to help him out.
And then they fucking beat the shit out of the pumpkin and win. Just let it end.
Well, they got the power blaster out first, and then
let it end.
They shoot it, and Billy comes up with the shittest line ever.
Pasta la pumpkin, squash brain.
This is worse than pasta la pizza. This is hasta la pumpkin.
I'm pretty sure it's pasta la vista. I don't think it's pasta la pizza, but if it is,
pasta la pizza.
It's still worse.
Pasta la pumpkin, squash brain.
What kind of catchphrase is that?
Oh, it is? Okay, yeah. I'm grabbing the pen. Thankfully, the pumpkin is defeated.
Unfortunately, at what cost? Our sanity.
And Rita beats up her minions again.
It's over, but at what fucking cost?
Exactly. Then we cut back to the game show studio.
We sure made deep dish pumpkin pie to that monster.
Kimberly and Tommy are basically talking about, hey, even though we both lose and suffered horribly throughout all this, we're still winners here. So they are masochists, just like Tech Knight. The safe word is Zendaya. For fuck's sake. Oh, fuck. Anyway, cut to Bulk and Skull. I want to say Bulk's driving the Ferrari or Mustang or whatever the car is.
Bulk is driving.
And Skull does all the work. Well, actually, no, Bulk is the brain, so.
No, Skull does all the work and Bulk takes all the credit.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe that's why he's called Skull, because he's just
a skull?
Yes, and nothing else.
Fair.
The standards and practices woman shows up from the show.
We reviewed your episode of Trick or Treat and discovered that you and Bulk were cheating.
And then took their prize away.
The car goes back to the network, so get out.
Big laugh, ha ha ha. The end. Da 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 da.
Bulk gets caught in the door with his mummy suit, and he spins and spins.
Twirling towards freedom.
And he becomes half naked. And he goes to jail.
Andreas, why don't you sit and spin?
Quit stressing this episode out and let me die.
Gotta mention Bulk gets embarrassed again, so yeah, whatever.
All right, now that we're done that shit episode, let's move on to the next shit episode.
Oh, Lord. It's come to this. Second Chance, episode 55.
Oh, boy. This aired May 4th, 94, and it was written by Mark Litton and directed by Worth Keeter.
So we open up in the juice bar, and Ernie is going to put like a list of kids' names on the board to see who made it to his soccer junior tryout results. And a bunch of kids are looking through it, and there's one kid left, and this is where it starts. This is
this kid, Roger.
Yeah, this is the Simpsons collar tugging moment here.
So the gang asks, who's that kid? Ernie goes, oh, that's Roger. I'm going to get this out right now before we continue this goddamn episode.
Roger.
Let's bring out the depression right at the beginning. So, Roger is played by SKYLER DELEON.
And so, on November 26th, 2004, missing persons reports were filed for both Tom and Jackie. And the police start looking into the new owners of the well-deserved, SKYLER and Jennifer DeLeon. 25-year-old SKYLER DeLeon, it turned out, had a criminal record, having been in the slammer for armed burglary. He was on probation at the time. SKYLER was born John Julius Jacobson. His father was a drug dealer. He was a child actor, though it seemed his dad just wanted to get him to act to make some dollar bills off of him. His biggest claim to fame was as an extra in Power Rangers. Later, he joined the Marines. He got into Force Recon. Holy shit, watch out, ladies and gentlemen. He claimed to have gotten 60 confirmed kills. Was popping heads off left and right. And after he left the Marines, he changed his name to SKYLER DeLeon. By the way, that was a lie. He told people he was like this deadly killer in, top of the top of special forces in the Marines. And he wasn't. He joined the Marines for like 2 weeks and then just left, went AWOL. So he was just full of shit. Shortly after, he met Jennifer Henderson online. And they done married. And by the time SKYLER bought the well-deserved, he had one kid and another on the way. And they were deep in the shit, money-wise. 90,000 bucks in debt, living in Jennifer's parents' garage. So it was pretty interesting to people that SKYLER DeLeon, who was deep in debt already, would pay over 400,000 bucks in cash for a boat, and he knows nothing about boats. So everything seems fine and dandy, all the documents are legal, Okay, weird. But, I mean, how'd you pay for the boat?
Did you say, hey, look, this is royalties from acting, or did you even have to bring it up how you got the money?
I told her I did Power Rangers and stuff like that.
SKYLER contacted Tom Hawks over the phone and arranged a meeting to view the boat. SKYLER brought Alonzo with him to meet the Hawks and view the well-deserved, but when he did so, Tom was suspicious. Young guys, something off about them? How can they afford this? So, what SKYLER did then was call his pregnant wife, Jennifer, and got her to come down with the kid. Doing the whole, oh hey, I'm a family man, come on, I'm trustworthy. But Tom was a big guy. SKYLER and Alonzo were not. Tom could have taken them both. So, SKYLER called up another friend, one we haven't mentioned yet. JFK, yeah, he dug him up. This John Fitzgerald Kennedy was a local gangster, and again, SKYLER knew him from prison. So they all headed off on a test sail of the boat, but Jennifer and the baby stayed at the dock. On the boat was Tom, Jackie, SKYLER, Alonzo, and JFK. They headed out from Newport Harbor toward Catalina, and somewhere on that trip they overpowered the Hawks. They tied them up and forced them to sign the documents. Jackie deliberately signed her name Jackie Hawk, not Hawks, to try and show that something was wrong. Then, they handcuffed Tom and Jackie to an anchor and set course for a much deeper part of the ocean.
They didn't know what was going on, and then Mr. Hawk was able to lift his legs somehow, and he tossed SKYLER off his feet and knocked him on his butt.
By kicking him?
Yeah, and right behind him, the black guy just takes a big swing at his side of his head, and I'm pretty sure he knocked him out.
SKYLER then picked up the anchor Tom and Jackie were handcuffed to and threw it in the water. Tom and Jackie were still alive when they went in after it.
How was SKYLER acting, maybe while this was happening?
He was calm.
This is while they were being bound and tossed overboard?
He was calm. He was calm. He was like, it was the most normal thing.
SKYLER and Jennifer pled not guilty throughout. They had nothing to do with this. Jennifer was arrested not long after. She said she only went along with it because she feared SKYLER might kill her too. She got life without parole. JFK got the death penalty. Alonzo Machine got 20 years. In 2008, SKYLER himself went on trial for the murder of 3 people. By the way, at one point while in jail, SKYLER did the old try to pay someone to get rid of the witnesses, which tends to come back and bite you in the ass, when this guy testified against SKYLER. His trial ended with the death penalty. Lethal injection. So why did they do this? Well, SKYLER was transgender, and it's believed he murdered the Hawks and murdered John Jarvie. So he could steal their money and pay for a gender reassignment surgery. Before what happened on The Well-Deserved, SKYLER had put down $500 for surgery. One of the reasons he changed his name to SKYLER was that SKYLER is a gender-neutral name. And, at one point while in prison, SKYLER attempted to, he attempted to do the job himself. He got a sheet, tied it around his junk, and got a razor blade. Over the years since, SKYLER and Jennifer divorced, and SKYLER now identifies as a woman. She legally became a woman in 2019. She petitioned to have the state pay for her surgery, though the state of California so far denied the procedure as it is not medically necessary. Also, she killed people to pay for the surgery in an extremely dark and disturbing way, handcuffing them to an anchor and throwing the anchor overboard. Bad. So, now that you're in prison for doing that, trying to get the state to pay for it seems a bit like cheating. Though that's an entirely different argument. Tragic irony that Tom and Jackie's lives ended on The Well-Deserved when what happened to them was anything but. They are still classed as missing. Their bodies have never been recovered from the Pacific, and it's unlikely they ever will be. And that's the case of SKYLER DELEON.
I gotta say here, the boat is, by the way, it's called The Well-Deserved.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow, congratulations. You've officially turned this into a true crime podcast.
Well, we eventually had to go here because, like, it is this episode.
Rest in peace, by the way, the elderly couple.
Thomas and Jackie Hawks.
Rest in peace.
Tom Hawks, 57-year-old bodybuilder and former surveillance agent, and Jackie, 47, just housewife. So, was that out of the way? Fuck this person. Yeah,
moving right along, bada bum.
So Ernie goes like, "Oh, this Roger kid didn't make it. I feel sorry for him. I wish I could make it up for him." And Jason goes like, "Don't you run this goddamn thing?" All of a sudden, you hear the ding.
That's right. We're gonna have a second tryout.
Yes!
All right, Ernie.
Roll credits.
Can we please roll credits and just go to the next episode?
No. So we cut to Pandora Castle. Reader is saying like, "Oh, you got to get the Sockadillo down there, because why not?"
The fucking Sockadillo. God, it's all because there's a soccer tryouts going on. I'm like, shut the fuck.
Yeah. Cut back to the high school. Bulk and Skull are walking down the corridor. Tommy shows up and goes like, "Hey, are we gonna hate each other in the next episode?" Jason goes like, "Yes." They're also talking about Roger.
Jace Man and me? Oh, he'll ace.
And Bulk goes like,
Don't you think someone who knows soccer ought to train the kid?
"I'll do a better job at training this guy, because I'm Bulk. I'm better than you."
You know
it.
He grabs a soccer ball and goes like, "I'll show you how good I am."
I'm so sorry. Now I want to hear the Bulk and Skull theme mixed with MJF's theme.
So Bulk grabs a soccer ball, kicks it, but meanwhile, Mrs. Appleby walks around the corner, almost gets hit by Bulk, and Bulk runs into Tommy, and his communicator gets smashed onto the wall, so his communicator is not even working right now.
He should have left it in the bag.
So Mrs. Appleby tells him, "You got detention, you know where to go." So yeah, they go off to detention. And now Tommy's communicator's malfunctioning for the whole episode. He keeps on hearing beeping and he goes like, "Yeah, Zordon, what's up?" And Zordon goes like, "I didn't fucking call you. What the hell are you on about?"
Zordon, you called?
You called me, bitch.
Tommy goes like,
"You're interrupting Jane the Virgin. How dare you?"
Zordon would watch Jane the Virgin.
Tommy goes, "Okay, that's weird." Walks away. Cut back to Pandora Castle. Finster saying,
"The longer the Sockadillo absorbs energy, the more nasty power it gains. When it finally reaches full charge, it will have terrible claws, electric needles."
He could teach you, but he has to charge.
Cut back to the high school. Mrs. Appleby's teaching class. Tommy's communicator is going off.
Tommy, turn off your pager, please.
Turn off your PDA or pager or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, she calls it a pager. I'm not explaining it. You Google it. It was the 90s. Have a good luck Googling
Well,
it, kids.
also the 80s. If you've ever played Yakuza 0, you know what a pager is.
Yes.
It like gave you a code for like a specific phone number to answer something. Yeah. The only pager code I know is 316.
Yeah, it's like someone paged you saying like you got to call this number. You find a phone booth, Google that shit again.
Or if you're in Japan in the 1980s, you could always use a bag phone.
So Mrs. Appleby turns around. Tommy's communicator goes off again, and she turns around and she had enough. He goes like,
"Just give that to me." So
he gets up, gives the communicator to Miss Appleby, and Miss Appleby opens a drawer on her desk and put it in, and we see a skull in there, and I'm wondering, whose skull is that?
It's Uncle Howard. No, it's not Willie, because we've seen Willie's skull before, and his eyes were gone. Unless Skull decided to put eyes within Willie, in which case, Willie's fucking story is getting more and more morbid the more we fucking talk about it.
Yeah.
No, you see, Skull put Uncle Howard in that drawer as a warning to Miss Appleby so that she doesn't actually do anything that would make her worthy of a kill.
So we cut to the park, and Jason and Zach are teaching Roger some goaltending skills.
Okay, Roger, let's try goaltending.
And he sucks.
And Reader is looking through the telescope.
That kid's terrible!
Goldar says, "It's not fully charged yet. Wait. How long do we have to wait for this goddamn thing?"
Too fucking long.
Too too fucking long.
We cut back to the park, and Jason and Zach are still teaching Roger how to goaltend. He's not doing well. All of a sudden, the putties show up.
And they do
go
their
like,
putty thing.
Kid, go behind that tree. We'll fight these off.
Roger, go to the skull corner for no reason.
The Sacadillo shows up finally, but he's a ball now, and he's rolling down the hill.
Keep rolling.
rolling.
And the putties grab the Sacadillo and play soccer with him. I'm going like, for fuck's sakes, just get the fucking Sacadillo out. Bring him out.
I do want to briefly say the design of the Sacadillo is a good design.
Its design as a whole is the best design of this block. It isn't saying much because it's up against mentally challenged David Pumpkins and whatever the fuck the slippery shark is.
Yeah.
Fucking hammerhead on meth, but we'll get to it.
Meanwhile, at the juice bar,
No.
the communicators go off, and Ernie goes like, what the hell is that sound?
What is that? This is the end. Yeah.
What is what?
I'm so concerned over these tryouts. I'm hearing things.
They literally gaslight Ernie.
Fucking Ernie. He's gonna lose money on these fucking asshole teenagers, and now they're making him think he's going deaf.
So Ernie goes away, walking away confused. Billy, Trini, and Kim go outside the juice bar, and they call Zordon. Zordon tells them what's going on, and they teleport out of there. Hopefully nobody was seeing them. They were outside the door. Teleport away from Roger, and they teleport like, I think 5 feet behind him.
I'm gonna stay here with Roger.
Well, he's clearly not the sharpest tool in the shed.
They're all together now, minus Tommy. They start fighting, which is a pretty good fight. And Billy's fighting is superb this time. He's getting way better, which I like.
He's improving.
And this entire time I'm wondering where the hell is the goddamn Sacadillo? Because it's just so stupid by now. The Sacadillo ball stops rolling and he goes away for some reason. The putties go into frame and they pose like a 90s hip hop album.
West Side, Bad Boy Killers.
Which is flat out hilarious.
They really like doing that.
Yes, they do. And they disappear as well, and Roger shows up and goes like,
"Guys were great.
Anyway, go home, kid."
Bye.
So they teleport to the command center, and Zordon tells them what's up.
Without the Green Ranger, you cannot defeat the Sacadillo.
Yeah, we've officially entered into, as most people like to say, the Tommy Oliver show.
Cut back to high school in detention. Bulk and SKYLER sumo thumb wrestling.
Incredibly racist.
Tommy is wondering, like, I need to get my communicator back, and he's looking at the desk, and Bulk goes like, don't even think about it. Mrs. Appleby never gives anything back. Anything.
I'll get you. I can make it look like an accident.
Okay, so we cut back to command center, and Zordon's like, we can't contact Tommy. You got to fight on your own, like how you did before you met him. So man up.
Oh, man up, man. Man up, man. Man up.
How you did for like 20 episodes without him.
Yeah, they morph on out of there, and we finally see the armadillo in its full glory, and it's pretty awesome what he looks like.
Power Rangers, at last we meet!
Armadillo would have been a better name for it.
Armadillo, yes.
Yeah, you see, they were saving that name Armadillo for 5 years for the first boss of Donkey Kong 64.
Donkey Kong, why do you gotta be so fucking good at fucking Mario vs. Donkey Kong? Fuck's sakes.
So the Rangers fight the Sacadillo, and we have a new song, which is the Right Now song, which is not the best.
I couldn't even tell the difference between it and like combat.
So they're fighting him, and Sacadillo comes up with the best line.
What's the matter, Chowder?
It's Chowder. Say it right.
Chowdell.
Rangers, tired so soon?
To be fair, that did get a chuckle.
Chavo Rangers?
Chowder.
Chowder, say it right.
Chowdell.
Chowder. I thought you said Chavo Rangers. I'm like, wait, Chavo Guerrero's the mentor?
No, you fool.
Chavo Guerrero plays Zordon.
Yeah, the Kerwin White Ranger.
Yeah. So the Rangers are getting their ass kicked because they can't have Tommy with them for some reason. Speaking of Tommy, cutting back to the tension, he's about to open the drawer. Mrs. Appleby comes in, catches him.
Tommy.
Miss Appleby.
Catches him green-handed.
God damn it. Tommy goes like, I'm so sorry. It will never happen again. Please give me another chance. And he gives up the Tommy smile. And we cut back to the Rangers dying because they don't have Tommy. God damn it. It is the Tommy Oliver show. So they bring out the Gats and they decide to shoot the Sakadillo. They do the tower formation, which they haven't used in quite a while.
Like, when was the last time they used this?
I want to say pre-Doomsday. Hell, it might even be the first 10 episodes.
It definitely wasn't the first 10 because they were practicing doing like a pyramid in the clown episode, which was episode 11. So it had to have been like somewhere between episode 11 and 25.
So the Rangers shoot him from the tower formation. Sakadillo turns into a ball and it doesn't do anything. He just rolls away.
Hey, Power Rangers!
And then the putties show up and they have balls in their hands and they start playing soccer.
We've got balls! Whoa!
Which is what?
The putties have their balls in their hands.
I mean, you got to admit, they may be mindless clay monsters, but they're pretty good at handling their balls.
Yes, very true. Oh, I missed out on something when they were in the park with Roger. Jason goes like, putties play soccer? Which I love because like in a later episode, putties can drive? Yup, putties can drive.
I don't want to see putties driving. It sounds like when Piccolo and Goku were trying to get their licenses.
That was very impressive driving, Mr. Piccolo.
Or maybe that bear from Clerks, the cartoon.
Who is driving? Oh my god, Bear is driving. How can that be?
I really thought you were going to say that bear from Open Season.
Why?
Because it drove.
Open Season, what a reference. But anyway, so we come
An
back.
actually good movie. Or do you not like it?
I liked Open Range. It's just so random.
Oh, Open Season, not Open Range.
Open Range, yes.
You're thinking of Home on the Range.
Open Season, god damn it, that Martin Lawrence movie, right?
It's Open Season. You're thinking of Home on the Range, which was the worst Disney movie.
Yeah, it was Roseanne. Fuck that. So anyway, speaking of Roseanne, we cut back to the high school.
This has been the biggest train wreck of an episode.
Yeah. We got back to the high school and Tommy is walking the halls and he got his communicator back because Miss Appleby finally gave it back to him. The communicator goes off and Tommy goes over to the corner. Zordon tell him what's up. And this is the moment where like, I coin the goddamn corner morph because they do this a lot in the next coming seasons.
Zordon, come in.
Tommy, the Rangers need you immediately at the rock quarry.
I'm on my way. It's morphin' time!
You're in front of people. You go to the corner, you don't think no one sees you, and you shout it out in front of everyone. That goddamn corner morph. Oh, it bugs me so much.
It bugs me as well. We don't normally agree on a lot of things, but this I totally agree on you with. This is move somewhere else. You're literally moving a foot into the corner, and what? It turns you invisible?
The invisible corner?
And that's not even talking about him yelling.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because it's the skull corner and it just has that much power.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Oh my god. Speaking of power, Tommy morphs on out in front of everybody.
What do you mean everyone?
Everyone! Tommy and the other Rangers are together. Tommy and Jason decide to do a power punch, take it away at him.
Fucking, I don't know. Can I talk about the power punch, please? Tommy shows up to fight with them, and then the Sakadillo just starts.
Let's kick this creep.
Roll at them, and then Jason says, "Oh yeah, Tommy, let's hit it with a power punch because we're totally not gonna hate each other next episode." And they both wind back, punch forward, and there's just a keyed-on explosion on the punch. Just reminds me of the end of Batman Arkham Asylum where Batman sprays explosive gel on his fist and then punches Joker in the face with it.
I was thinking of fucking the other game reference we could have made, fucking RE5 with fucking Boulder Puncher Chris Redfield himself.
To quote Heisenberg from Resident Evil Village. Oh god. Hi Damien, by the way. He's gonna love that we just talked about Resident Evil. Anyway, that was the power punch. When it happened, it broke me for like 5 minutes. I just couldn't pay attention. I was just sitting there laughing at it like a fucking hyena.
Well, at least we got some joy out of this block.
This might be the best part of this entire block is this punch. And it's not even good. It's just shittily edited, which is why I love it. Anyway, you can continue, Andreas.
The Sacadillo gets power punched, and he goes like,
Power Rangers are really getting under my armor now!
Reader goes, make this monster grow, but she doesn't say that. She just shouts out,
They're trying to change up the formula because they know it's stale.
when the monster grows, he goes like,
Now I am invincible!
no. The only person that's invisible here is...
I am invincible! Yes! I am invincible! I am invincible!
our old boy, Boris Grishenko.
Or the Black Knight from Monty Python.
I'm invincible!
Or, Invincible.
Yeah, but the one invisible I think of is Boris, because the way he says it, I am invincible.
I was gonna say, fucking, the only weakness of Invincible from the comics is fucking domestic violence.
Oh, God. Okay, so the Rangers call upon the Zords.
I hate it here.
So the Rangers call upon the Zords. They go into each Zord, and Kim that said the best line.
Let's rock this rodent!
Kimberly says, let's rock this rodent. But she says it first because they changed the order. Because it usually goes Jason, Zach, Billy, Trini, Kimberly. They save Kimberly for last because she has the best line. This time they go Jason, Kimberly, Trini, Billy, Zach. They do most of it backwards.
So the Megazord is activated. Tommy calls upon the Dragon Zord.
God fucking damn it, Dave.
So Megazord and Dragon Zord walk in, about to fuck shit up. It's like, what up, blood? Nothing much blood.
I really expected them to do the handshake from Predator here. I really wish they did.
I so wish so too. So Sacadillo runs towards them and starts beating them up, and Megazord is about to punch him, and Sacadillo goes like, nope, not today, and makes him go away, and Megazord's still walking away like he's Mega Joe Biden for some reason. It's like, where am I?
He's walking away.
Yeah.
Mega Joe Biden?
Megazord Joe Biden, because he walked away.
Joe Biden did have that very fun clip of where he walked up to all those people in the White House garden, and then he looked like he was going to talk to them, and then he just walked away.
Yeah. Oh my God. So Mega Joe comes back and still gets his ass kicked by Sacadillo, and he does a barrel roll, missing the tail from the Dragon Zord. Tommy, again with the Dragon Dagger, calls upon him, and he whips the tail around and gets him in the face. And then they try to do their moves on him, and finger blasters come back.
Heck yes.
Zach says, like,
wait till he unrolls and then get him with the power sword.
So Sacadillo gets killed by the power sword because he unrolled. And that's the end of Sacadillo. And he's on fire.
Good.
Is this the first time we see someone on fire when he gets sliced?
I'm going to say yes, but it's not the last.
Cut back to Mandor Castle. Rita's mad. It's like, you guys are idiots, and walks away. Cut to Juice Bar, and we see the gang coming in. Ernie is putting up the new sheet, and we see Roger's looking at it, and Ernie's just giving this really weird smile. Roger walks towards them like barely sad, like he didn't get in, and then he goes like, oh, I got in, guys. And Ernie goes,
I made up a second team.
so what was the purpose of just making one? God damn it, Ernie. I love you.
The first team's an actual soccer team. The second team is the special teams team. They do their practice in Ernie's basement.
Yeah. Oh, God. This kid has some really weird eye gazes because he looks freaking terrifying when he's smiling.
As most children do.
But not as much as this kid. Or maybe it's because I got Skyler in the head. So Bulk and Skull show up. And for some reason, we have a scene missing here because Skull has slime on his hand, and I don't know why.
Yeah, I was very confused about that because they show them coming in and nothing is wrong. And then they cut away, and then they cut back on Bulk and Skull, and suddenly Skull has a bunch of slime in his hand.
He finally liquefied Willie's bones.
Willie's bones. Bulk says, like, see, this is what happens when you listen to me. And Roger goes like, you didn't do anything. And Bulk goes, really? We can show you some moves. Here, give me the ball. Bulk gives it to Skull, and he's still trying to get the slime off his hand.
Go, show the kid what you got.
And you can tell where this is going because he grabs the ball and is about to throw it, and it's stuck on the ball. Throws it, and it runs back towards him and punches him in the head and totally misses Bulk, but Bulk falls down. They fall down and they get milkshakes dropped on them, and it ends with them just down there.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
So the second circle of hell we are now through. Now we must enter the third circle of hell.
You know, you see what it actually is we're moving up. So we were in the third circle of hell, then the second, and then this is the least bad episode of this batch, the first circle of hell. This is season 1, episode 56, Fins and Needle.
Aired May 5th, 1994, and was written by Douglas Sloan and written by Worth Keeter.
This episode opens up with Tommy and Jason teaching their karate class. It honestly looks about like any average karate class, except every one of them is a white belt and every one of them is in a black gi, which means this is just Zod's karate class.
And the only way to get a fucking yellow or black belt is to kneel before Zod.
Very true. Or sing the Zod national anthem.
Zod, 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 Zod. Zod, 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 Zod.
Cut that bitch off!
Thank God. Anyway.
Sir,
sorry, thank
this is a Wendy's.
Sorry, thank Zod. Anyway.
Oh my God, stop.
This karate class goes about as well as you'd expect. They're both very happy and like, oh, that was a good class, Jason. And then Jason's like, I'm not doing the Jason voice. Let's go do some more patterns in the park just to make sure that we've got it right. And we cut to Bandora Castle. Reader is all like,
They're all alone!
The shark's boomerang will make them enemies!
Send the putties down!
let's turn them against each other. And immediately, my blood boils. I hate this trope so much. I'm going to talk more about it later, though, when it becomes more important. Anyway, the plan is for her monster of the week, the slippery shark, to cast a spell that'll turn them against each other, a rivalry spell. Then with them not focused on anything, she'll be able to easily defeat the Power Rangers with the shark. So that's the plan. We cut back to the park where they're practicing some karate. We see a boomerang out of nowhere careening towards them, which is actually just a tail fin.
It's sorry, the putty threw it at them.
Sorry, the putty threw it at them, but it is a tail fin.
Tommy grabs it, and then the putty throws it again, and Jason grabs it in the most weirdest way.
They both touch at the tail fin, and then lightning happens. They both start looking at each other and get all pissy. I think Tommy pushes Jason out of the way and just walks away, and I'm like, oh, so we're going the actual route. We're going their shoot relationship, I see.
Speaking of which, I gotta tell the backstory of this. Austin St. John and Jason David Frank, real life, did not get along and do not like each other, but they work together because of professionalism. But they're not the best of friends because they're not gonna hang out with each other, but they will work with each other. And the whole beef is because, like,
thing between me and him that I always want to fight him because he says he's a fighter. He says he kills people in the ring. So, you know.
Wait. He says he kills people in the ring?
Austin St. John, yeah, he said that on set before. He said not only that, you know, he's like, I don't fight no more. And the reason why I don't fight no more is because I killed somebody on the ring. And everybody's like, Amy, Kimberly, you know, David Yost, they were all there listening. And we're all just kind of snickering like, sure, he killed somebody in the ring. And he's like, and then you know what? It was the guy's birthday. I felt horrible about it. I'm like, okay.
You don't think he was just joking?
No, heck no, he wasn't joking. You don't know Austin St. John, dude. You don't know him. Yeah, come on. And the show's not even aired yet. And then he's like, they're like, you're late. And he's like, yeah, I'm sorry. I was driving and I saw this guy beat this little girl. And man, I pulled over and was like, hey, don't be hitting your little girl. And I spinning sidekicked the guy through the window. Oh, the window broke. And then the cops came. And then I went down to Culver City Police Station. And then when I was down there, all the police were like, hey, dude, are you that guy from the TV show? And then I got mobbed, and then I was signing autographs. That's the reason why I'm late. And my thing was, okay, Austin, our show hasn't even aired on TV yet. Oh, yeah, it's not aired yet, but, you know, all the cops know we're, you know, filming down here in Culver City, so, you know, they all recognize me. No, they didn't. These are stories I've heard for years and years. Anybody who knows Austin St. John, he's a liar, he's a compulsive liar. He lies about everything. And I don't care what he lies about. Just don't lie about my livelihood. I'm a martial artist. I've been in martial arts my whole entire life since I was 4. So when you start lying about martial arts, I take it personal. You know, I take that personal. You know, martial art people are not supposed to be cocky and arrogant and, hey, I could beat this person. That's all I've heard for years from that guy. Me and him got in physical fights on set before.
Physical fights?
Yeah. I mean, it was like, you know, messing around and start sparring, and then it turned physical. When I first started Power Rangers, honestly. Okay, his name was. That's his real name. His name's not Austin St. John. That's a stage name. So when I came, I was real nice. Hey, nice to meet you. And, and Jason Narvey was on the show, who played Skull.
Yeah.
And his name was, so his name was already on the door. Then it said Jason Narvey on his door. Well, here comes Jason Frank. First time I met him, I went to shake his hand. He went in his room and slammed the door, then changed his sign to Austin St. John. And I was like, nice to meet you too. Right in the very beginning was like, it was horrible. Table reads, everything we would do, we'd read table reads. My line would be like, it's morphin' time. That's my line. He can't say that line. It's like, I got a family to feed. This is my job. You take it really serious, man. Come on. Just say your line. So these are years of things that built up, so I do a lot of brick breaking. So I was talking to these guys about breaking bricks. I'm like really excited about this. And he's like, yeah, I'd break 2 or 3 center blocks like this. And there's this an impossible way. So I'm like, okay. I just let it go. Ian, who was one of my stunt doubles, Ian was the Green Ranger. If you ever get a hold of Ian, he'll tell you how Austin was. He called him out on it. He said, hey, I got 2 bricks right now. Here, break them like that. And he's like, oh, no. Just always, I guess, when you're telling a story, he's always the one to butt in to top your story. And it was just like so annoying. Everyone from the set, you know what, maybe never had enough cojones to tell him how I feel. Because everyone complained to me about Austin. Oh, he's this, he's that. But when he was there, no one said nothing.
He's a paramedic. I mean, you can give him some credit for saving people's lives on a daily basis.
Oh, absolutely, man. Yeah, I give him a lot of credit. Yeah, man, he's a paramedic. He's doing good. Some people should just be happy with who they are and don't say anything. That's where all the conflict came from.
Can we just put an end to all the rumors of you and certain other ex-veteran Rangers about all this beef and stuff? Can we finally get on camera an end to all of these rumors?
Look, man, we're all on the same team. That's it. We're on the same team. JDF and I, we did our jobs together. We worked hard together. We put out a product that you and all of you loved. And that's where it is with me.
I know I'm now the star of a show, but I had no idea how to handle it. So the whole reason I survived Power Rangers is because I brought out my inner child. How long did I know Tommy? We kind of ran back into each other when I came back to the circuit. So years and years, I guess. We were never very close. I mean, we didn't get along well. There were times on set where we got along. We were pros. We did our job. We were the dynamic duo. But I mean, I'm not going to lie. Walter Jones was always my boy. So, that's my guy right there. But Jason Frank was exceptional at what he did. His character, Tommy, was meant to be loud and boisterous and flashy and over the top. He was meant to be the neon sign. And Jason was meant to be the rock. Walk softly, but carry a big damn stick. That's Jason. 2 different characters, but both you couldn't do with the series without both of them.
And so he's telling these big flamboyant stories, exaggerating things, and these are the type of things that Jason David Frank has brought up many, many times in the interviews over the years. But for Austin St. John, this is where he's comfortable. This is where his confidence is, and they don't know the difference. So he can kind of be a little outlandish with his stories. And it works because everybody has their role. You have the Valley Girl, you have the nerd, the dancer, the female martial artist, and the male martial artist. Then we bring in the newest actor who fills the role that we all were hoping we would get, which was the male martial artist. So now there's 2 of them. And testosterone levels alone, who's the better martial artist, I'm sure was a discussion all the time, and probably from cast members and crew members, who's better, who knows more. Before his death, even Jason David Frank realized that this whole beef needed to be dealt with.
Keep Power Rangers happy is all I can say. We're all friends. Yep. There's no beef with nobody. Tommy's just a character.
I think he realized that this was starting to get unhealthy, and maybe he needed to sort of back off of it, even if he really did still dislike the guy a lot. DF was not perfect, but he inspired countless people, legendary superhero on international television. People all around the world were inspired by him. Martial arts students that he taught himself, communities that benefited from the schools that he started, not being afraid to talk about his faith with God, talking about mental health, encouraging people to believe in themselves. JDF was not an evil villain.
So more bullshit happens. It's just stuff that happens in their daily life that they're pissed off at each other, and you can see they're not really acting, they're just using their current feelings
to
emote
than everyone else, and I'm sick of taking orders from you. If you don't like to take a hike, The Power Rangers were doing just fine before you showed up.
We get a shot of the slippery shark at some point here, and for some reason in my notes I said it had a good design. I don't know what I was thinking.
You liked it, but the eyes.
Okay, the shark part is fine. It's the stupid fucking face that looks like it's fucking Mr. Bill.
Yes. Oh no!
I'm like, for fuck's sake, fuck off, Mr. Bill. More bullshit happens that I didn't bother writing down or remembering.
You're excused.
Until we get eventually back to Angel Grove High. The friends are all like, something's really wrong with them. You know, maybe they're just, you know, having a friendly rivalry right now, and they don't obviously see that it's fucking Rita. So they're still fighting with each other and bothering each other.
Excuse me. You're excused. And I'm not your bra.
You fucking with some wet ass pussy.
Miss Appleby comes in and sees that they're like gonna throw down, and she's like, what's going on here? And then everyone else is like, but they make the excuse that, oh, they're just practicing karate for their class, and they get away with it. Bulk and Skull now see that this is happening, and Bulk starts to egg both of them on.
Or of course you could always settle this like, man.
What a
You don't
shit
like
disturber.
each other, you shit out of each other. Yes, shit disturber, Bulk. Tommy's all like, you know what? Yeah, I can take you. Let's figure it out. Let's do it like after school. And then Jason's like, yeah, I'm going to beat your pretty little cunt in.
Oh my god.
I don't know where that came from. I'm so sorry.
God damn it, Adam, I love you.
I'm so mad.
So Trinity says,
I don't know.
this is something awful. It's like, oh no.
Oh no. Some more bullshit happens with like exposition or whatever.
What's on earth with this lightning fast speed? Those stupid rangers will never catch you.
Then we cut to the youth center where Bulk is taking $2 for tickets.
$1.
And he's asking Skull,
Yeah.
like, how many did we start with? And he goes like, I don't know. How about when you started? Like, oh, $1?
He lost count at $1. And then some black kid comes in and is like, hey, can I get 20 tickets?
This extra is being extra.
Yo, can I get 20 tickets, man? Man, I'll suck your dick. Come on, man, just hook me up.
Yeah, he's being extra. And then we cut to the actual fight scene where there's just a huge crowd and it's basically just pit fighter or blood sport. Bulk walks in with the referee's uniform and is like, let's make it a good, clean fight. I want you guys both to last one standing wins, etc., etc. Then they both talk shit. I didn't write it down.
We're gonna finish this now. It's time to take care of this once and for all.
Zach comes in and tries to, you know, break up the situation.
God damn it, Zach.
And-
Mind your own business.
And Bulk says my favorite thing.
To buy a ticket or hit the road, Zach.
And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more.
Also, why is there a mom in the crowd in a youth center?
Yeah, I noticed this too. This fucking youth center fight between these two teenage boys. We get like a bunch of teenagers and then like this fucking like 40-year-old mom who just came back from soccer practice.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Gets her rocks off to Bloodsport.
Bloodsport. The Kumita. The Kumitea. God, fuck.
Yeah, not Kumite. Kumite. I'm saying it right. Fuck you all.
I'm so mad.
You're gonna be even more mad by the next line that Zach says, because Zordon calls them and Zach goes like, Saved by the beep. Saved by the bee.
Saved by the beep.
No, he said bee.
He said beep.
Beep? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he said beep.
Yeah, because it's a beep that came from his communicator.
Yeah, I know, but I seriously thought he said the letter B only. So never mind.
Why would he say B?
Because it's the 90s lingo. Because they wanted to say stupid shit.
I can believe it, but okay.
He was probably just trying to egg me on from the B pun last block.
No. I seriously thought he said the letter bean, but never mind. Cancel that. Cancel that order.
Yeah, I'll cancel you.
Saved by the bean.
Yes, and then play the Mr. Bean theme. Anyway, we come back to...
Move on.
We cut to the command center, and as soon as they warp in, Tommy tries to play alpha and in the situation, is play alpha as in be the dominant one, because he wants to be in front of Jason.
Right.
And in order to play alpha, he has to push alpha out of the way. Alpha says,
No need to push.
we get exposition on the slippery shark and what it does.
It is extremely elusive and impossible to pinpoint with our equipment.
And we get Jason calling Tommy slow.
You don't stand a chance because you're too slow. Who you calling slow?
Tell us how you really feel, Austin St. John.
And then, Zordon comes up with the stupid asterisk on this episode that only Jason and Tommy can fight the slippery shark at first.
Jason and Tommy must put aside how they feel about each other right now and work together to capture this dangerous creature.
Everybody got that?
Until they break the spell, and then everyone else can come in, which makes this in second act like pulling teeth.
Yes, I know. You forgot to mention that Oak and Skull probably got murdered by the crowd because they didn't get a fight and they chased after him.
Oh yeah, they did get chased after because everyone's like, where's the fight? And Bulk says, oh, the fight's been delayed. You guys hold on to your tickets and we'll start the fight as soon as I run away really fast. And then they fucking chase him. Anyway, they teleport to where the slippery shark was located after they morph. And this is probably, I put it in my notes, is this the first time people have morphed angry?
Yeah.
I like angry morph. As a concept, I think it's a fun thing.
You mean them shouting it's morphing time, or them when they're morphing, they're shouting angrily?
Yeah, they shouted it's morphing time, and they definitely looked angry. It's the same shot they always use when they morph, but still, they were angry.
Yeah, understandable.
And we will get more down the line. Like, there's like morphs that you'll see that are like angry where they won't even say like the fucking morphing line, that they'll just morph like because they're that pissed.
Oh yeah, I love that when they do that.
I can't wait for that. When they teleport in, they give this part some stakes, angry stakes, where Tommy says,
if I destroy the shark, I take over as leader of the Power Ranger.
And then Jason says,
and if I get it first, you turn in your popcorn. Fine.
This entire thing is so fucking boring. I don't even want to talk about it. It's literally just they search for the slippery shark. It finds one of them alone. It attacks the one that's alone, and then it goes and attacks the other one that's alone. Then they find each other again and do more arguing, and then they go split up again, and the same thing happens.
The editing is like funny for like
I was about to say
10
that.
seconds.
I was about to say that too. Like the editing was like hilarious because like how it's just being done, and then it just gets tiring after a while. Because like the land shark just disappears into the ground, and you see him like surfing. Shark surfing in the ground through the grass and then popping back down. It's just so weird.
Yeah, I really think he should have taken that left turn at Albuquerque.
Yes.
This scene goes on for 5 years. At least it felt like 5 years until we get the point where they're actually both in range of the fucking shark and they both like get attacked by it. And then it throws its tail fin and goes for its finisher. Fin.
Oh, fuck you. But good one. Good one. Good one.
No, that was a good one. I like that one. That was a good one.
Yeah,
Finish.
good one, but fuck you, but good one.
They almost get hit by the tail fin. They just suddenly change their minds.
I know, right?
What do you say, bro? I'm in, buddy. Yeah.
Excuse me, what?
I want to point out that Billy in the command center goes like,
I'm certainly glad I got over my fear of fish.
Oh, yeah,
I like this because there's actually continuity from that episode, which I fucking love so much because of the fish on the finger.
Just show the fish on the finger again, please. Back to where I was. They both almost get hit by the tail fin, and then they just both decide to start being friends again out of nowhere. Like no change in their like mannerisms. No, like the lightning is still there.
United we stand, right, partner? You got it. Yeah.
But they just decide to be friends all of a sudden, and I'm like, dude, if you're gonna give me they hate each other because of a spell, at least make it a begrudging acceptance before they actually become friends again. Like, don't just change out of nowhere. Oh, God, I'm going to rant.
Do it.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
This trope is so fucking stupid. I hate this trope every single time it happens. And it's just, let's just put a rift between these two characters because, it's good for the ratings. I'm like, I don't fucking care. This is just filler because we all know they're going to be friends again at the end. We all know that nothing is going to come from this. So what's the fucking point? Anyway, the slippery shark is voiced by Steve KRAMER. I forgot to do his Zordon secret file.
Tommy,
So Steve KRAMER was born on the 24th of December, 1950 in San Juan Capistrano, California. He's an actor and writer and is known for a bunch of anime and video games. Some very more prominent things that I know from him. He is the voice of the third Hokage in Naruto. He's got a lot of credits. He's got 385 acting credits.
Jesus
and
Christ.
28 writing credits.
Okay.
Whoa.
He's been in the business a while. In terms of his writing, I might as well. He's done a lot of work in anime as well as like English adaptations, which is honestly pretty cool. He also wrote a 1991 direct-to-video version of Snow White, which is, I mean, it's okay.
1991? Snow White?
Yeah, 1991 Snow White. I don't really have anything on what it's like. He has, believe it or not, wrote 3 episodes of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 1. Steve Kramer has written the following 3 episodes. He wrote High Five.
Okay, good episode.
The second episode ever. He wrote Switching Places.
Another great episode.
And he wrote Itsy Bitsy Spider.
Another great episode. He's on fire.
Yeah, but those are the only 3 episodes of Power Rangers he's ever written. However, he has been in a lot more Power Rangers as like a voice actor. He's got a really long set of fucking acting credits. I'm going to go over all of his toku / whatever. He was the character Dan in episode 8 of Ultraman the Ultimate Hero, which we have mentioned before. In VR Troopers, he is the voice of Drillbot in episode 11, Terminoid in episode 40, and in season 2, episode 17, he was the Transgressor. In Zeo, episode 27, The Power of Gold, he was Wolfbane. He had a prominent character role in everyone's favorite Saban show, Masked Rider.
Was it Furbus?
No, it was a character named Cyclopter, which I assume is one of the main villains.
Thank you, merciful God.
Which he played in a lot of episodes. In Beetleborgs, episode 34, he played a character named Mukant. In Turbo, he plays a character called the Dreadfather in The Wheel of Fate. In Space, he plays serious character, 13 episodes. He plays a character called Darkonda.
Oh my god, he's Darkonda.
Yes! Hell yeah! Hey, come on, baby! Come on! Yes! Come on! Ah!
Oh, I love this guy already. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Jesus Christ, Darkonda. Oh my god. Oh, okay. I'm shutting up now.
Okay, we're gonna get there. Okay. He's played a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters in Mighty Morphin. In season 1, he played the gnarly gnome in Different Drum. He plays the slippery shark in this episode. And in the pilot, he was the original voice of Finster.
After 10,000 years, it's good to be free again.
Yes, before Robert Axelrod did it.
Ooh. Yeah. In season 2, episode 7, The Green Dream, he plays the Robo Goat.
The Robo Goat.
He's the voice of the Hatchosaurus, which comes back in the Ninja Encounter Part 2. He comes back as the slippery shark in episode 38, A Real Fish Stories. And then he returns as the Robo Goat in the Wedding 3-parter. In season 3, Friend in Need, he plays the Cyclopter. And then in episode 30, Master Vile and the Metallic it cuts off. In Master Vile and the Metallic something. Metallic Armor. He plays Robo Goat again.
Nice.
In Lost Galaxy. Wait, Darkonda comes back?
Where? Lost Galaxy?
Yeah, in episode 33, Facing the Past, Lost Galaxy. It's Darkonda.
Oh, that's like a clip show. Fuck that.
Yeah, and I want to say at that point, like with Lost Galaxy and in Space, that's when like the teams are like each a new set of teenagers each time, or a new team each time after that point.
Yeah, that's when they start with like a new, fresh start of people each and every season after that.
Fair. In Time Force, he plays the Electropede in the episode Uniquely Trip. In Wild Force, he plays the Turbine Org in episode 1 and episode 19. And that is all of his voice work in Power Rangers and Toku related. So anyway, the other Rangers show up. They fight for a little bit. And then they're like, you know what? Fuck this. I want to end this episode. Let's get the Power Blaster out.
They call it the Mega Blaster this time.
Time for the Mega Blaster!
Yeah, they do call it the Mega Blaster. You're right. And as they finally put it together, Rita throws her magic wand and I'm like, oh my god, actual tension. Can you believe it?
Magic wand and my monster grows!
The slippery shark grows just as the Mega Blaster's blast misses.
That's so awesome. That's the first time I've ever seen that.
Like,
was cool.
That is actually cool. We need Dinozord power, and then the Zords come over. It and the Dragon Zord come out. God damn it, Dave. And there's just, a normal fight. Then they drop down the Megazord. The Power Sword. Sorry, the Megazord. Whatever
Power
one
sword,
it is.
Power Sword.
I think it's time we powered up the Power Sword now!
They sword fight for a little bit, and then they're like, okay, you need to worry about teamwork, so we're going to hold the tail fin with our sword. Dragonzord's going to come in for the final shot, and then they just end up killing. They slash the slippery shark. They make shark fin soup, and it blows up in a ball of fire.
I like his last line before he dies. He's like,
My fin, you're gonna pay for that! Or maybe not!
Then we cut back to the youth center, and Tommy and Jason are teaching their class again. They tell the class to take a break. Bulk and Skull come in, and they're torn up from the mob. They're like, you know what? No, if you're not going to fight each other, then we're going to fight you. And then they both go to throw a punch, and they punch each other in the fist, and they just start whining and crying and peeing their pants and shitting themselves, and then hopefully coming and then dying.
damn.
They both fall down, and the kids start laughing at him and clapping. And then Tommy and Jason are like, and see, that's why you need to worry about teamwork. And then they just clap more, and the episode just fucking ends.
There's always a better way than fighting.
Where I'm like, okay, what's the point of it ending like that? But also, thank fucking God this entire thing is over.
So, final thoughts. Wait, I'll go first, and I think I'm the only one that actually liked these episodes, because I want to hear what you guys
go
think.
ahead.
Trick or Treat, mostly a guilty pleasure for me, because the goddamn pumpkin rapper doing the most awful rapping. Fucking stupid to the point that I was like liking it, because like, god damn, this is stupid.
Forgive me for interrupting, but...
Oh, I understand completely.
A Mabel noise.
Mabel noise.
For context, whenever we watched King of the Ring 93, whenever Mabel came on screen, I would make this noise.
It works every time.
So, Second Chance. This episode has like a really dark backstory because of what happened with, I'm not going to name him anymore because fuck him. I mean, fuck her. Whatever, yeah. But it's also a great episode because Sakadillo, man, is a pretty cool monster and all. Other than that, I have no problems with it. Then we have on Pins and Needle. This shark, it's something, man. It's something. And also the Tommy and Jason not liking each other. Gee, it's almost like they really hated each other. It's kind of awkward to see it now because of the history between them years later, but it's still a great episode to watch.
I did look up, so sorry to interrupt. I am so sorry, Andreas. Like, seriously, sorry. But I do have to say here, I did look up for context, and it did say that before JDF's passing, that apparently they did made some sort of peace and respect.
yeah.
So at least, thankfully, there was that. Yeah.
Yeah, they made peace before he passed away, which is great. It's kind of sad that they had, like, mostly it was Jason David Frank having major beef with Offset and John. Jason David Frank, it's like, I like you, but you gotta let this shit go, man. It happened when you were young. But anyway, this is a great episode, and that's my final thoughts on it. Malcolm, go ahead.
I don't actually have a lot to say, so the entirety of these three, well, I will say, I did enjoy the first 2/3, like the game show stuff in Trick or Treat. That was fun. Honestly, I liked the boulder punching and the the Sakadillo suit design from the second one, and some of the dialogue and music from all three episodes. But the best way to describe how I enjoyed it, Adam and I, were this picture of Homelander, and Andreas the whole time was this picture of Homelander to us.
It really is. Like, you can just see the dumb smirk on his fucking face.
Fucking stupid son of a biatch.
Love you too.
Time for me to go ham. I'm going Ultra Instinct on these episodes. The moral of the story of it is it's not how you start, it's how you finish. The first 2/3 of Trick or Treat were very fun, just like a normal, it could have been a Halloween themed episode if they actually timed it right. Normal ass episode of Power Rangers. Everything from the beginning of the pumpkin wrapper situation to the end of that episode put me into a blinding white rage that I will never recover from. I hate you, Andreas, for even coming close to enjoying this. I hate the person that came up with this. I hate Michael Sorek. I hate everyone involved. I don't actually hate Michael Sorek, but I hate him for specifically the pumpkin wrapper. That's all I hate him for.
Honestly, you perfectly hate Jonathan Zacher. That's where you get your hatred towards.
Well, he's God now, but not until like Samurai and Megaforce is when he becomes total shit.
No, you know who I can hate? I can hate the Sarnoffs because they wrote this garbage.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
As a husband and a wife wrote this.
An unholy union, if you will.
Literally, if it weren't for the first 2/3, I would have to call it the worst episode of television ever to exist of anything. But it is merely in my top 5 of the worst television in history because of the first 2/3. It is fucking vile. It is garbage. It is atrocious. Moving on to Second Chance. Second Chance is not awful, but it is mid. And the reason I dislike this episode so much is because of the stupid, dark, fuck that person, fuck them. If you try to push that away, though, it's really just a generic episode with really no stakes, no real pressure. The Sacadillo is cool, and the Power Punch had me rolling. It just isn't a good episode. It's just a mediocre episode of television. It's not bad. Only the darkness of fuck them makes it even come close to bad, but it is merely mediocre. On Fins and Needles. No.
Just no.
Just no.
Look, okay, there are some funny jokes in this episode, but not nearly as much as Trick or Treat. I want to say, as an episode of television, this is the least offensive of the 3, but this is the one that I actively hate the most out of the 3.
Better or worse than Cleanup Club?
Second Chance is better. The other 2 are worse. Honestly, for me, I don't think there's going to be anything close to this bad until we get to Disney era.
Turbo, we'll see.
There's some shit on Turbo, and Mystic Force, there's a lot of shit in there, and Operation Overdrive, maybe.
Hence why I said Disney. I hate the let's turn the protagonists against each other just for ratings trope. It's so fucking stupid to me. There's no point in doing it because we all know the status quo is going to be back at the end of the episode. It's such a stupid plot point. There's no reason to ever do it. The only way you can get away with this is if it's like more than one episode. If it's one episode, you're fucking stupid. If it's like a 2-parter, you're still kind of stupid, but I'll allow it. But if you go for it like it being their evil for like a 5-parter like Green with Evil was, I'll be okay with it. But just having it for one episode and not even like the trope is one thing, but then the way they just randomly decide to be friends again, it's lazy writing, it's stupid, it's just not good. The monster design is mid because the actual design of the body is good, but the fucking face is a nightmare that looks like it'd be on the fucking front of a fucking boat.
It looks like Peter Griffin on meth.
Peter Griffin on meth.
It does. I am so fucking ready. My final thoughts on this episode. Pray beware ye who enter here. If you suggest to your friends that want to watch Power Rangers, that you want to watch specifically either Trick or Treat or On Fins and Needles, you are a psychopath and you should be put in an insane asylum. These are the worst episodes of Power Rangers Season 1. I am fully confident in saying none of the last 4 episodes will be worse than these.
And speaking of the last 4 episodes, we're almost done this entire season. We have 4 episodes left. Hooray!
I am so fucking glad that this is over.
Let's be honest, Adam. You did enjoy most of this season.
Oh, no, I meant this episode, this block specifically.
Oh, this entire block. Yeah, I understand, yeah.
I did enjoy most of the season, but I'll save my thoughts for the whole season when we get to the end of the next episode, which, by the way, the next episode will be 4 episodes.
We usually do 3, but since it's 4 left, we decided to do 4.
We'll be covering the final 4 episodes, Enter the Lizinator, Football Season, Mighty Morphin Mutants, and the final episode, An Oyster Stew. How will that be a good final episode? It won't.
It's that's all I gotta say. So anyway, I'm Humanoid and Land Shark.
Boom, 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 boom.
I am Dead Shroob, and I really, 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 really want pumpkin pie.
And I am the DOIF, and may the power protect you, except for me, Homelander. You know what to do. Laser me.
Terrific.